Briggs & Stratton. It was told that it's very hard to start. However, when I got it, it literally looked like this. No air filter, no cover. So far, the only thing I've done is taken out the screws. And there's like this white nastiness on there. So I'm going to take a minute to clean that off and then take off the carburetor. You've seen this a dozen times. I'm going to just take the 3mm. It does have gas in it though. Very little oil. It does have compression. Use the mini pliers. Crimp off the gas line. That's probably not that tight though. And take it off. I will bring you back to the carburetor station when I'm done. That came out. Oh, I already put an ultrasonic cleaner. I'll just blow this out real quick here. Cover your ears. Okay, so now that is clean. I blew this out. It wasn't actually that dirty. I think what happens is this gasket right here was missing. I buy this in a pack, but usually when you buy a carb kit, it will come with one, and obviously this one has been worked on before because the top, when I tried to take the tank off, didn't want to come off. The bolt that was in there was just spinning, so couldn't take it off without damaging it. And obviously there was like that green plastic stuff that was, or white plastic stuff that's smeared all over the intake, or the cover, so that's not going to be doing much. When you press the primer bulb, there's a seal that goes all the way around here, and it wasn't being maintained, so yeah, it's right here. That sounds good. I had a bowl somewhere. Here it is. I'll make sure it's dry. I don't think a lot of the carburetor problems or starting problems came from the carburetor, but I still want to clean it because a hard start can also be from a carburetor. So just in case, I'd rather cover my bases. I had a 1/2 inch. Well, let me find my 1/2 inch. What I'm going to do next is I like to take a little bit of RTV, make a skin on this just to make a good seal, because oh, you can't see that. I have RTV right here, not against the carburetor side, so it fits like that. I put it on the outside because that's the part that actually makes a seal with the primer bulb. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and do that, put it back on. This is the gas that came out of the gas tank. It's not bad. It's a little old, but not bad. And the dirt is just for my fingers. Okay, I'll go ahead and bring it back and we'll see what happens. Okay, and just to kind of anchor my point of how much to put on there, and again, that's how the carb goes. So I literally just have that. A little dab, a little dab, a little dab. I just paint it. And then this has to dry for at least 5 to 10 minutes just to make that skin. But if you can see, it's very, very little. It's just the smallest amount. If you do any more, it's going to clog the little port right there, and you don't want that to happen. Okay, I'll go ahead and put this on and bring it back. Okay. I put all that on, and I tested it out. The way to test it out is, it's a little harder on the newer ones. I don't really like the newer ones, to be honest, because this little piece right here is plastic. You bend this little tab out, you push the primer. If you see fuel come up, you're golden. Because that fuel is what starts it. It's dry. We have another plug here. Like I said, when I got it, it didn't have an air filter cover and or air filter. It's just kind of worrisome because these are lawnmowers, people don't always necessarily have the most wet of lawns, so, or you don't usually cut when it's raining, so dust, it becomes a very important thing. No air filter, your motor just gets dirty and wears out the rings, and then your motor's trashed. So we're going to hope that's not the problem with this one. It does have compression, so I don't assume it's going to be a problem. But I'll just put this cover back on. There we are. This is garbage. We're going to change the spark plug. And it does have some oil, not a whole lot, but it will have enough to run. I wouldn't want to run it for that's disgusting, very long, but it will run momentarily, just to kind of get it warm. This is a 796112 brakes and traction plug. Get them online. You used to be able to get them at like Walmart, but for whatever reason, at least mine doesn't sell anything like that anymore. But RJ19LM, it's the exact same thing. You could also get a 17. I think they're just a little bit shorter, but it will run as long as the plug itself isn't too long in this little section. Then the UBU, you could do whatever. You could put a Weir spark plug in there, whatever those numbers are, it'd be fine. Okay, let me put all the stuff away, set you down, put this down, and I will be right back. I'm going to press the primer bulb. Good. When I pressed it, the lock came out, so I'm assuming only one's okay. Recap. Something I did do is there was a throttle cable here that I replaced as well because it was broken, the handle was, so I put a used one on there to test it out. I might just leave it on there depending on what the owner of this wants to do. If not, I'll order another cable. But new plug, new filter, carb is serviced, new gasket. Oil's going to be done here soon. After this, assuming it's okay, I'm going to sharpen and balance the blade and new oil. Okay, let's turn it on and see what happens. So while that wasn't horrible, something I did notice is this happens often with this type of machine. People pull, well, I don't know, what is that guy's name? A Tim Allen, and want more power, so they didn't bend this too much. It's just a little tab the spring rides on. So let's try this again. Let's see. This is supposed to be idle. This is supposed to be full throttle. A little bit more here. Could also be that this cable is also causing a little bit more of an issue, but I still think it's a little high. You can put a tachometer on this. Nah. It's kind of a pain with one that doesn't have a side chute, because you literally have to put a piece of reflective material on there. You know what? It runs. I'm going to change the oil and bring it back, because I don't want to run it too much longer with that amount of oil in it. I'll be right back. Okay, oil's changed. Let's try this again. I bent it a little bit more. Let's do that. Prime. Full throttle. Well, this one is just proving to be a little bit of a pain now, isn't it? What I'm going to do now is, it sounds like it's still running lean. And it shouldn't be, because I cleaned it out very thoroughly. I'm going to take the bowl nut off and drill it out. I will be right back. Okay, so now I drilled out with a micro drill set. I showed in my previous videos the bowl nut. This motor, well, yes, has compression. I feel like it is a little bit low, and that could be age. This isn't the newest of motors. You could tell by the stamp on there. I haven't read it, but 20 years old, maybe, probably. I don't know. Grandpa's lawnmower, however old that is. So I've noticed over time they kind of just require more fuel. So I just drill it out just one small size. And a micro drill set, if you go to Amazon, what you do is you take the pieces, you shove it in through the jet, see which one fits, and go one size above. So having said that, let's try this. You know what? I think I'm going to consider that a success. It's a little poppy, but not too bad. Can't really get 100% for this type of machine anyway. Okay, well, I'm going to, I already did the oil. I'm just going to sharpen the blade, call them, and hopefully be gone by tomorrow. Okay, well, if anyone has any comments, questions, concerns, definitely leave a comment below, like, and most definitely subscribe. See everyone later.